What is up, legends? Martin Legend and Theodore, the magic mascot, is going to chill right here. You guys will see him shortly. Back with another card trick. Today's one is amazing. It will fool like 99 of the spectators. The start looks very simple and the spectator might think he knows what's going on, but then you just completely smash it. And yes, if you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're returning to my channel, you've watched my videos before, hit the subscribe button. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. All those things help me grow, and that will help me be able to put out more videos, better videos, maybe some street performance, things like that, which I would really like to do in the future until we meet again. Normal life when this global pandemic is over and done with. Anyway guys, so without further ado, let's get straight into today's performance. Okay guys, so for today's performance I will go up to a spectator and I'll give the deck a couple of cuts just like this. I'll maybe give the deck like maybe some kind of clumsy kind of shuffle just like this, just to get the deck nice and mixed up, just like so. There we go. Deck is nice and mixed up. In actual fact, I'll just give it one more shuffle just like this, and then one more. Boom, there we go. Did I flip any cards face up? No, I did not. Now what I will do is I'll give my spectator the option to pick any card they want. Let's say they go for that card. I will show you guys, okay, and I will show our friend Theodore as well. I'm not looking, but anyway, it doesn't really matter because I mean I know how the trick works. Anyway, so then I'll just cut the card into the middle of the deck and I'll just show that I've got no pinky break or anything of the sorts. And now what I'll do is I'll get the spectator to cut the deck. The spectator can cut the deck, they can cut it again, or just like that. They can cut it again as many times as they want. They can cut it again, and let's say they want to cut it one more time. Then I'll just tell them, okay, I'm just going to cut the deck a couple of times, just like so. And I can tell you, just by feeling the top card, that your card is the 11th card from the top. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your card is the 11th card from the top. And then you just absolutely watch the spectator be completely amazed and fooled. And I think I'm going to set up the thumbnail something along the lines like this. I think that should do, and then just write something on the side or something like that. I don't know yet. I'm still figuring this out as I go. Okay guys, if you want to learn how to do this card trick, you need to stick around for the tutorial, and as always, 4 links in the description of any video: how to shuffle cards like a magician, how to do magician's choice, how to force a selection on a spectator. You do not need that, it wasn't a forced selection. And how to control a spectator's card. Believe it or not, you also do not need that. I did not control the spectator's card. What you need is you need a stack. It's a 13 card stack of any suit: ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. A 13 card stack right at the bottom of the deck. Now what I did was I did a couple of false shuffles and false cuts and things like that. So the first one I did was I swing cut over a couple of cards. That's the top portion. It's very important when you do false cuts to keep track of, maybe you're doing 3 portions, to keep track of which one is which. So that's the top. Now I'm swiveling over the middle portion and I'm grabbing the top portion again and I'm putting the middle portion in my hand, and I put the top portion on top of the middle portion again, the bottom one down, and that down again. So that's a false cut, and I did not disturb the order of the deck at all. And now this one is a very fun one. It looks like you're completely messing it up. I've taught this one a couple of times, but every time I use it, I'll just teach it again for those guys that this is the first video you watch. So you take out a couple of cards from the bottom of the deck. You take it over to give the illusion it's coming from the top. You place it down. You place the deck on top of it. So now that's just at the bottom again. Then you take out more cards. You take it over again, and Theodore just fell over. He's so amazed. You place that on top, and you take the big back out, and that falls on top, and it still hasn't disturbed the order, and you just keep going. It looks like, especially when you learn how to do this nice and fast, it looks like you're completely shuffling the deck, but you have not. Then I just did a overhand shuffle where I did not disturb the bottom section of the cards. I did not disturb the bottom 13, but it looks like I'm completely shuffling the deck. Okay guys, so now you can have your spectator pick any of these cards. Let's say they go for that card. Just I'll just do it like this. Don't spread out the entire deck, because then they're going to pick one of the bottom cards. Just spread out a couple of cards just like that. Let's say they pick that card, because you don't want them to pick one of the bottom cards. Okay, so let's say for this purpose, their card is the 9 of diamonds. You place it back on top of the deck and you cut it into the middle. But now what you have done is you have placed their 9 below your stack. So now they can cut the deck as many times as they want. It does not disturb the cyclical order of that 9 and then all the clubs. It does not disturb it at all. It doesn't reverse it. It just completely stays the same. Now when they give you the deck back, obviously this must be one clean cut. They can't do like swivel cuts or things like that. It must just be one clean cut. When they give you the deck back, you do you check the bottom by doing a 180 roll or 360 roll. If that's a club or whatever stack you used, perfect. If it's not, then you say, I'm just going to cut the deck a couple more times. There we go, I've got a club. Now the number value of this club will be the number of cards down. In the performance, it was a jack. So a jack would count 11, a queen would count 12, and a king would count 13. So if they give it back and it's a club or whatever suit you use at the bottom, that's actually the perfect way of doing it. But unfortunately, this time the performance and this wasn't. So I'm left with having to cut it once or twice again until I reach a club. But then as soon as you've got one, you just say, now I know that your card is, and then you just say whatever value that is. But you don't show this to them the whole time. You just cut the deck until you find a club. You just cut the deck a couple of times. It shouldn't take that long to find a club. There we go. And then you turn it face up or face down, because you don't want them to see that number and then create a identification with that number. So now it's the king. Now I know their card is the 13th card down, and you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13th card down is in fact their card. Anyway, legends, I hope you enjoyed this. Theodore enjoyed it so much he fell over in exhaustion. But yes, like I said, please subscribe. It really does help my channel grow a lot, and it really just means the world to me. But until next time, Martin Legend and everybody's best friend, Theodore, the Magic Mascot. Until next time, peace everybody.